parti. Bon, je mange un peu de... Je vais essayer d'éviter. J'ai faim, j'ai hâte. Donc je vais pas me priver. Ouais, j'ai entendu un téléphone. Je vais voir si je suis à fond dans le son. Ouais. Je suis... Ok, à l'entrée de Lakeside Holiday Camp. Téléphone. J'arrive. Oui. On va aller. Décrocher. Dans les sonnées.
You can't save them. Just pack a case and meet me at the station.
They've closed the lines. Weren't you listening to the radio? Because of the flu.
There is no flu, Lizzie.
Oh, Christ, Stephen, I'm not stupid. Of course there's no flu. But the stations are still closed.
There's an access footpath that runs alongside the main tunnel. You can get out that way. They won't have thought of it.
You know what's going on, don't you?
You can't use the phone anymore.
What, like you're not using one right now?
Funny. Listen. Just don't use the phone after this. No TV or radio either. It can hide in the signal.
You make it sound like it's alive.
I don't think we have a word for what it is. Just promise me. Don't tell anyone. Pack quietly. Meet me at the station tomorrow, all right?
I feel awful lying and leaving all these people here.
It was a brilliant idea about the show. Top marks for that, you clever thing. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Ok. Ça tombe bien, j'ai une envie de faire caca. J'ai de quoi faire. Alors. European campsite budget. Du savon pour la lessive. Fermé. Ouvert. Voilà, fermé. Alors, là j'ai un chemin. Où est-ce qu'il m'emmène ce chemin? Il m'emmène forcément quelque part. Ok. Ah oui, c'est de là où je suis arrivé hier, il me semble. Ah non. Si, non. J'ai un doute. Je vais retourner au coin. Eh non, je suis pas. On change vite par ici. Là j'ai une route. Ouais, ouais, vite. Ok. Ok, là c'est d'où je suis arrivé en gros. Je suis arrivé par l'entrée 1. Ah, je peux faire tout le tour. Ah, je suis d'accord. Ah. Peter Pan. Young and old amateur. It's for everyone. Audition. Listen, join calls. Ils ont perdu un barbu. Magnifique. Prenez. Ouais. C'est un peu le souk, Great. Quiz questions. Ouf, ouf. Swimming pool. Je mange en même temps. The Morning Tree. Tiens, il y avait quelqu'un quoi récemment. First the music, emergency kits. J'imagine qu'on a une scène qui va se déclencher. Non. J'ai une cigarette qui fume, donc j'avais quelqu'un récemment. Je peux ouvrir un.
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. Be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
Okay. The last pensioner. Y'a rien d'autre ici? Il y a eu des malades. On va monter définitivement. Alors, on a dit que j'allais faire un tour par là, je sais pas comment regarder. Le plan, je suis ici. Ouais, on va aller vers 3, 4, 5.
Boy, Shipley, I want a word with you.
What?
Get over here, soft lad, and keep your voice down. Do you know who I am?
Yeah? You work for Meg Holloway?
Charlie Tate. You can call me Charlie.
What's this about, Charlie?
Rachel Baker.
What about her?
Oh, come on, son, I wasn't born yesterday. Are you looking to get your head kicked in?
She's 16. She's not a kid.
You try telling her dad that. He'll bloody kill you.
I love her, though. You can't stop love.
I'm not telling you to stop anything. Just be careful, that's all.
Moving power restriction principles. Je crois qu'il faut aller sur ce mot vidéo. Voilà avec cette lumière. Ah.
Don't touch it. It's fine.
It's like a sunburn, but it's a funny shape. Is it sore?
I can't feel it at all. Don't fuss over it.
I can't believe that you left Kate there. Why won't you tell me what happened?
She's probably not even noticed I've gone. It's really nothing.
You're lying. Don't lie to me.
Fine. We had a row. She'll work all night anyway.
Stephen, listen to me. Was there an accident? Is that how your face got burnt?
It's nothing. Something, I don't know. Just got a bit shaken up and then we fought. She wanted to stay and collect more data.
Was she burnt as well? Is everything all right?
Jesus, Liz, are you sleeping with me or her? She's fine. We're both fine. I don't want to talk about her. I came here to see you.
I just worry...
Well, don't. Come to bed.
don't even care that he was screwing her. What made me angry was that he treated me like I was too stupid to notice. I dream through the light storm and see the pattern dancing on his skin as he burns. I wake up with eyes full of liquid light. I'm going to concentrate all 5 remaining towers on the same point in the sky. If it is establishing conduits for communication, that should create a jump in bandwidth.
Il n'y a pas de...
Hey, it's just been on the radio that they're closing the roads. Something about the flu?
No one here has flu, Sean. There's no flu here. I overheard Mrs. Graves, and she said another family of Upton left. She said they must have left last night, but their car and all their stuff's still here.
Screw this, Di. There's 15 people Upton left in 2 days. I don't like it. Where's the baby?
Asleep in the caravan. Sean, I don't want to sit around here waiting for it to get worse. I reckon if we leave now, we can get out of the valley before they get their acts together and close the roads.
You think so?
Yeah, we can go the back roads. Through the woods. I'll leave some money on the side for Mrs. Graves. You know her husband isn't back yet either.
He's a boozer, right? That's what I've heard. That's your problem anyway.
Don't be unkind, Sean.
Come on, let's go and get Dylan.
Pas l'air d'y avoir grand chose sur ce coup. Hein? J'ai entendu quelqu'un taper dans une raquette. Bah.
I think it was instant. I know that's no help.
Can you leave me alone?
There was nothing we could do. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Pet.
You've woken the baby. Just leave me alone.
Rachel, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Ok, on va aller par là. J'entends.
And you found it like this?
Yeah. I got into the habit of checking in first thing in the morning just to make sure he's had his pills.
Mr. Coles is not a well man, Elizabeth. It's entirely possible he upped and wandered off. If things progressed, the mind can be a fragile thing, you know?
It's just not very like him, that's what I'm saying, Doctor. He never misses the mid-morning bingo.
He didn't smoke, did he?
Not that I knew of.
There's a funny... It's like ash.
Well, that is odd. Reese cleaned in here yesterday afternoon. I'll have to have a word.
It's not like cigarette ash. Strange.
Dr. Wade, there's just been a phone call. We need you back at the village. Apparently Mrs. Barton has disappeared.
No. No. Non. Sérieux? Alors c'est comme ça qu'ils disparaissent, en fait? Non. Ton téléphone.
Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. But be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
You are here.
Hi, this is Kate Collins and Stephen Appleton. Leave a message.
Stephen, it's me. I'm leaving. I've waited as long as I can. If you are there to meet me, I'm leaving for the station now, but I am going anyway, whether you're there or not. But I love you. Please be there. I love you.
Je vais attendre quelques minutes, hein, on va attendre qu'il se débloque. Je suis un peu pourri d'être en fait ce jeu. On va attendre. Gentil. Allez, allez, allez. Allez. Super intéressant. Et après, je fais attendre cette minute. Je peux pas attendre le téléphone. Ah c'est ok, je suis revenu au point de départ, entre guillemets. J'aurais dû aller voir le blanc.
We're not even really talking at the moment, if I'm honest with you. I've been sleeping in one of the empty chalets. Otherwise, we just sit there in silence. And then he goes off and pretends he's not drinking from one of his secret little stashes. And I pretend I ain't noticed. And then when we go to bed, it's all I can do not to scream. I don't know why we're still together. Except I do. Still love him.
You remind me of Mary when she was your age. If we'd had a daughter, I'd have been proud if she turned out like you.
You don't have to say that.
Just talk to Robert. Tell him you know he's drinking again. You two can work it out together. I know you can.
I wish I had your faith. I just don't want to be the person who stayed because they were afraid to move. I know you can't dwell on the past. I know that, but sometimes you do just think, don't you? What if the accident hadn't happened? I could have been anywhere right now, rather than stuck here rehearsing Peter bloody Pan and fixing tumble dryers for the umpteenth time. Oh, Frank, you are an angel.
Don't be daft. Lizzie, you got plenty of time to be whoever you want to be. Just don't keep using that leg of yours, or that husband, as an excuse.
Utilisation de machine. Polygraphe. Je peux aller derrière. Je vais aller voir le plan. Alors, je suis arrivé pour le 1, j'ai fait 2, 3, 4, 5. Ok. Ah, le 6, au bout du 6, je vais peut-être aller faire un tour caravane. Et là, en fait, je suis parti sur le 12. Ok. Je vais attendre si on peut par là-bas. On va voir ce que ça donne. Ça doit raccourcir pour utiliser de vue via notre confort. C'est un passage. Je vais aller là après. Il y avait pas un... Voilà. Pourquoi pas là. Ouais.
It's quite something, isn't it? Yeah, it is. You ever seen anything like it? They must be well happy at the observatory place. They're probably all partying there right now. This is right, boss. It is. Right. That's me. Short leash. Kids up half a night, bloody teething. Missus will kill me if I'm gone too long. Good night, mate. Night.
Les vestiaires. Rien dit. Économisons l'énergie. Rien. Je gagne. Derrière, peut-être. Non, on va y aller. Ah si. Mais rien. Donc je suis arrivé là. Passage qui... J'entends une radio. Ouais, j'entends clairement une radio, un téléphone. Par ici, je pense. Oh, ouais, petite grillade. Ah non, il n'y a rien. Oh les gars, vous êtes pas cool. Un petit barbecue là. C'est encore fumant. Hein. Attends, le barbecue, je peux comprendre qu'il fume. Attends, la plaque de tout à l'heure, je comprends pas.
I tried to leave the observatory, but couldn't. I stood at the gates, but couldn't conceive of a world outside. The strangest feeling. As if the valley, Stephen, everything was simply irrelevant. An idea of something, not as something itself. I'm losing track of time. Of whether I'm asleep or awake. My fingers have gone numb at the tips. It's like they still feel. But what they feel is no longer for me. Like the signal has been hijacked.
C'est des bruits bizarres quand même.
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. Be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
Alors, attends, hop. Ok, je suis arrivé de là. Je vais descendre là. Ah, c'est la piscine là-bas, là. C'est le terrain de foot. Là, il y a quelque chose. Là, il n'y a rien. Alors, où est-ce que je suis? Je suis au 7. Est-ce que cette porte-là s'ouvre? C'est pas.
You shouldn't be smoking, you know. Not in your condition.
It's Stephen's fault. He got me started again.
I'm not going to try and stop you, but the weather's looking pretty rough. There's a storm coming.
That's what Stephen said. He said he'll meet me, but there's things he has to do first. He seems to think that all of this is connected to him. I don't know. I'm going anyway, whether he comes or not.
I'm assuming Stephen has thought of a way through the quarantine.
Well, he's clever. You can't give him that.
Do you trust him, though?
Well, I love him. So I'd hope that was good enough.
I hope so, too. Listen, if you can't get through, for whatever reason, I'm getting people together at the village hall, rounding up stragglers, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I've got all the campers together here, doing a show. Peter Pan. The kids love it. It'll take their minds off things. Hey, did you see that?
dur, les gars. Deux cancres sur 4. Terrible comme moyenne.
Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. Be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
Ils sont deux maintenant. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce délire?
Di, whatever's wrong? You look terrible. Mrs. Graves. Sean's, baby Dylan's, he all right?
He's fine. Di, come on.
It's okay. Let's get you a cup of tea. Mrs. Graves, I need to tell you.
Leave it, Di.
You try and get out of the valley, all the roads are shut now. I know, I was driving really fast, but the other car was on the wrong side of the road and... Oh, God, I think
Di, for fuck's sake, leave it.
It's all right. Hey, you're all right. Sean's all right, baby Dylan's all right. That is what matters. Everyone's all right. But... No. Now, I need your help. Some of the children, they're getting quite frightened. So Rachel and I, we decided to push forward the show, keep them occupied. You said the other night you play piano. Can you help with that?
Yes, I suppose so, but Mr. Graves, Rob...
Can look after himself. He's a big boy now. Don't worry. Just head to the hall and find Rachel. She'll tell you what needs practicing.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Graves.
And Sean, go and find Reese, please. See if he needs some help.
Yeah, of course.
Go on.
Commence à partir en couille.
Oh, Robert.
Pas rentrer là-dedans. Téléphone. Toujours pas. J'ai entendu un truc. Je vois rien avec ce soleil. Oui, j'entends des trucs. aller chercher une machin de con. Sur la page. Ah, hop, vous voyez. Bon.
She's not in her office either.
Well, they live nearby, don't they?
Yeah, in the village.
You don't think she's gone to look for Mr. Graves, do you?
I think Lizzie knows Robert will turn up when he's sober. He'll be all right.
Do you want me to go and look for her?
No, it's okay. Come on, I promised the kids another shot at the last number, then I promised everyone a cup of tea.
You're very like her, you know. Like Lizzie.
Me? No, I'm not. First chance I get, I'm out of here.
Ils ont vraiment fait tourner le tourniquet n'empêche. Non, je vais faire la balançoire. Non. Ah non, il faut pousser. Allez. Ah oui. Non. Ah, c'est dommage. Non. Je ferais bien sur le toboggan. J'adore. Il y a des trucs. C'est pas quelque chose. Ah, ça a perdu.
All 5 towers are now operating together, and I've got the reception up to the red zone, but it's not enough. I'm going to try and route the signal through Tower 6 to create a singular point of reception and re-coordinate the optical array, which should, in theory, focus a signal spike on the point of origin. If I conceptualize this origin point as a 7th tower, then it makes a kind of sense. Kind of. I think we're moving so far beyond everything I understand about physics. Anyway, it's gotta be worth a shot.
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. Be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
chose. Attends, je fouille encore.
Hello, Catherine. It's Kate. Elizabeth?
Lizzie.
I've heard a lot about you. It's good, you know, you and him, it's not difficult or anything.
Should it be?
I'm sorry?
You said it wasn't difficult. I don't see why it would be difficult. You and Stephen were together a long time ago. He moved away. Certainly isn't difficult for me.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, or...
I'm not offended. Listen, Elizabeth...
Lizzie, please.
Lizzie. Right. You seem like an okay type of person. And I'm not trying to be rude, I promise. But let's try and be realistic here, huh? Let's, try and do our best. That's a British thing, right?
Yeah, yeah, I suppose it is. We'll do our best then.
Yeah, dude. Je vais avoir une cinématique. Ah, j'ai fait un.
She's done a runner.
Don't say that, Reese. She wouldn't do that. Would she? What about Dylan?
She's not exactly jumped at the chance of looking after him, is she? She just left you to it. She's not coming back.
Then let her go. She's always thinking of everyone else. There must be something important she needs to do.
It looks like you're in charge now.
So I guess this means we're not leaving, are we?
Spain can wait. Listen, you get back in there, and you make this the best bloody Peter Pan ever performed in England. And I'm gonna go and get your mum and dad.
Promise me you'll come back.
I promise.
Et si je veux aller me noyer? Non. Pas aller par là. On va voir là. quand tu y as, tu montes. Je suis bloqué. Non.
All holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall.
Non, il n'y a pas de passage. Pas de passage. Bon. Alors, ça j'ai fait.
All holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall.
Je suis venu, il y a une radio là, ouais, ok, donc je suis venu.
All holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall. Holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall.
I found another dead bird over at the swimming pool.
That's the fourth one this morning. Did you fish it out?
Yeah. Did you get a chance to think about that pay rise?
I'm sorry, Reese. I've been a little bit busy. Oh, Rachel.
Sorry I'm late, Mrs. Graves. I was packing away the tennis things.
Did you check Mr. Cole Shelley again like I asked you to?
He's not back yet.
I haven't seen him either. Do you think he went into town?
Maybe, yeah,
Oh,
something like
it's
that.
that the Dentons were booked in for a 4:30 tennis session, but they didn't show up. So I went to their chalet. You know, they always take the one near the campfire, but they weren't there either. I think maybe they went into the village for a Hoover bag and might have given Mr. Cole a lift.
A Hoover bag? Why on earth would they do that?
Well, I think maybe Mrs. Denton was hoovering and the bag broke, so they had to get another one. Because there's this dust all over this chalet.
C'est pas de la poussière, c'est des cendres. Surtout s'il y a des combustions spontanées.
Holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall.
Tout le monde a volé. You are here, sorry.
All holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall.
Je peux y aller? À tout du soleil ou... Je peux pas sauter dans la piscine.
All holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall.
No running, no diving, taking. deck, je sais pas, du gambling. Ah, c'est une piscine sérieuse.
Let me get that.
I can manage.
Is your hip giving you grief today?
Always gives me grief. And I managed for the last 10 years, so you're a little late for the knight in shining armor routine.
Suit yourself, I'm only trying to help.
God damn it, Stephen. I'm not some useless, sappy girl that you can just string along forever. Look around you. I made all of this. I built it on my own when everyone else had written me off as some poor little cripple.
You know that's not how I see you.
Well, you weren't there, were you? No. You'd given up on me long before the accident.
What do you want from me, Lizzie? I love you. I'll do anything.
Anything except tell Kate? I thought not. I love you too, but sometimes I think you just say what you think everyone else wants to hear.
Ah, je suis encore resté dedans, ça s'est bien douché. Ouais. En même temps, je suis tout seul dans l'activité. Out of order. Out of order. Pas pratique. C'est la chef. Il y avait un passage par là-bas, on va aller voir. Pourquoi j'ai cru qu'il y en avait un? A priori, c'est pas forcément le cas. Mais il n'y a pas de passage. Ok.
Holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall.
Ah ouais. Ouais. J'ai l'impression que j'ai oublié quelque chose.
Holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall.
J'ai l'impression que j'ai oublié quelque chose. J'ai forcément oublié quelque chose, donc j'ai pas eu le temps de faire des caravanes. Qu'est-ce que...
All holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall. makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall. Holiday makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall. Makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall.
You're sure no one saw you? Mrs. Graves?
I can hardly look her in the eyes. Are you sure we got enough money?
Yeah. Once we're in France, we can start working anyway.
My dad will bloody skin you.
We'll be in Spain and married by the time your dad knows we've gone.
Holiday makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall. Holiday makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall. Holiday makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall.
Ici, je suis venu ici. Oui.
Holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall.
On va faire ça.
Holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall.
Ça, je l'ai fait déjà. Ok.
All holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall. Holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall. Holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall. Holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall.
Il y a un passage là. Ah, bah c'est là où je suis. Ouais, ok.
Holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall. Holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall.
Il y a pas d'autres passages. Oh merde. Putain. Qu'est-ce que j'ai raté?
Makers to the main hall, please. All makers to the main hall. Makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall. Makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall.
Moi, c'est la misère. Hein.
Makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall.
I tried to leave the
Oh putain, ça me gonfle. Alors, attends.
All holiday makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall. All holiday makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall. All holiday makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall. All holiday makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall.
J'ai pas un plan. Ah, par là, il y a...
Makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall. Makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall. makers to the main hall, please? All holiday makers to the main hall.
C'est abusé.
All holiday makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall.
Ah, putain de merde. Trophée de merde. Il l'a pas fait.
All holiday makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall.
There's data coming through faster than I can encode it. I've already lost 2 processors. They keep burning out.
Please, I love you. You need to get out of there. It's not safe.
I need you, Stephen. I need you here. I can open the gate manually. I can let you in.
It's too dangerous. You don't understand what's happening
No,
out here.
you don't understand. We can solve this. We can find a way. I just need more power. I need to amplify the signal, and I can't do it on my own. You saw the opportunity. You ran the numbers, remember?
We're responsible for all this. You and me.
It's not just you and me anymore, though, is it?
Jesus, Kate, you're trying to talk to it, aren't you? Kate, you can't.
Stephen, I have to.
Allez, c'est reparti. Slow. Ah ouais, je peux pas faire plus slow. Si.
It's completely dead. It won't start.
It's only a short walk to the camp. I think we should split up. You go and fetch Rachel. I'll go back to the village and find Evie.
I don't think we should split up.
I don't want to either, Charlie, but we've got to. I'll meet you back at my house later on, okay? We can talk properly then.
Why won't you tell me what happened?
No, actually, you should stay at the camp tonight. Come and find me in the morning. Bring Rachel back. She's going to need her mother.
Meg.
Just take care of her.
Meg!
What is it, Charlie?
Nothing. Just be careful, that's all.
I will, I promise. You as well. I'll see you later on.
Alors, j'ai aussi avancé du coup là. Je suis là. Little Dubois. Soleil. Téléphone.
Why on earth are you there? Why aren't you calling from home?
It's hard to explain. I'm having to move around to follow it. When it finds a suitable host, it begins to amplify... Sorry, I'm not making much sense.
They're talking about flu and a quarantine on the radio, but this... I know you're not that kind of doctor, but it all just sounds really weird.
We don't know exactly what it is yet, but it's got something to do with the other night.
Stephen, your face, the mark, do you think you're infected?
It's not a disease, Lizzie. It's something else. There's something Kate said about patterns. I can't grasp it clearly yet.
Okay, come over. Have some lunch. We can talk properly. Have you spoken with Kate?
She's locked herself in the observatory. She's buried in the data. But it's already out here in the world. I need to see how it adapts.
How what adapts? Stephen, try to explain.
Time's up. Lizzie, listen. Be ready. I need to go. It's moving again. I'll call you later.
Le tour quand même. Là.
Do you think she'll like it?
It's in an awful state, Stephen. I don't think
It'll be an
she'll...
adventure. It'll mean putting down roots here, maybe a family.
Are you sure she wants children? What, to stay here? It's not her place, you know.
Don't start that again, please.
I mean, she's ambitious, love, and she's, well, older. She's not going to want to stay cooped up at home looking after the kids.
Is that how you felt about me?
Oh, stop it, Stephen. That's not what I meant, and you know it. I'm just saying you should make a choice. If it's a family you want, well, you know how much Lizzie wants a family.
Jesus, Mum, I didn't come here for marriage guidance. I just asked what you thought about a fucking house.
Stephen Appleton language.
Sorry, it's just that you have to understand. Kate is the most brilliant, extraordinary, wonderful person I've ever known. She's like no one else. The way she looks at things. It's like she has whole worlds inside her head. I don't think you or anyone really understands that.
Physical changes are evident. Although the butterfly burn is now faded, I can clearly see the change in my pores up close. As I record these words, I can feel myself hearing them as if for the first time, as if I'm both speaker and listener simultaneously. I am a scientist. I can only deal with the evidence I have. And this points in one simple direction. It's not in the observatory. It's in me.
Substation. Just keep this band clear. If it's still alive, I'll try and check in every hour. Kate, I've convinced them to use the gas. I didn't know how else to stop it. I couldn't save them. Kate, it's in us, too. I've made arrangements for myself for after the strike, after I finish the job. You need to think of that too. And I'm sorry.
J'ai vu que j'avais un message, je vais voir ça. Alors. C'est le jeu, t'es seul au monde. Salut, ouais, salut, ouais, c'est ça. T'es tout seul, il se passe rien. Il y a quand même une intrigue, je suis curieux de voir comment ça se termine. Pour l'instant, ouais, je suis tout seul au monde. Ah, ça se voit pas, faut que je passe de l'autre côté. C'est ça, t'es tout seul. MDR, ouais, non, c'est un peu ça. Ouais. Ce serait bien dans la vraie vie aussi, là. Tu te balades, t'es tout seul. Mais je... Non, c'est ça, là t'es tout seul. Il se passe pas grand chose, on essaie de découvrir les événements. Les gens ont disparu, on se demande pourquoi. Faut que je passe par derrière. Donc en fait je me promène. C'est de la balade, c'est un peu ça. Et là je suis à fond en train de courir. Ça j'ai visité. Là il n'y a rien. J'entends un téléphone qui fait. Ouvrir le frigo, c'est ma petite faim. Y'a rien. Téléphone.
No phones, you know the protocol. That doesn't matter now. It's figured out how to circumvent the telecommunications blackout. What? I didn't think it could. Kate understood. She saw how adaptable it was. How smart.
Jesus Christ, you're talking about it like it's alive.
You have to assume that everyone here is infected.
We can't know that.
We're infected. It's killed all the birds, and now it's in us. It's trying to leave the valley any way it can. The quarantine is not enough. You've got to remove the carriers. You've got to cut off its energy source, its food.
I've already told you, Stephen, I'm not going to order an airstrike.
You have to. Now it knows we're onto it. It's going to keep on spreading as fast as it can.
The quarantine and blackout will hold it in check. They've cut all of the phones out of the valley, so it's only you communicating out
now. Are you listening? It's figured out ways around it. Radio waves, something. All of the lines are cut, but the phones are working anyway. You've done all the right things, but it's not enough. You've got to stop it before it adapts again.
Stephen, my family, my wife and kids.
You know perfectly well what you've got to do.
I can't do it. Don't ask me to do it. You're asking me to sign their death warrant, my own family.
Damn it, don't you think I'm aware of that? I'll still be here when you drop the fucking stuff. Don't you lecture me about sacrifice, you spineless little shit. If you're so full of ideas, you come here and try dealing with it.
Oh, c'est chaud.
Tell them
C'est chaud.
the time when we had a choice is over. Tell them to do it. You've got to do it now.
C'est tendu. Donc là j'approche de la fin, il me semble. Il y a un étage, j'approche de la fin. To the void. Là c'est bloqué. Chambre d'enfant. Ouvrir le placard. Il n'y a rien. Ça me rend qu'il n'y a rien. Ensuite, j'ai vu qu'il y avait une autre maison à proximité. j'ai une baraque que je peux visiter. Là, ouais, qu'est-ce que je peux faire? Rentrer sur ce terrain-là, attention, il est vide. Il y a des trucs sur les tables, rien.
You look well.
I don't. But thank you. You do. How are you settling in?
Nothing changes around here. I mean, it's great to be back. It still feels like home, I suppose. In a funny kind of way.
It's been a long time, Stephen. Last time you saw me, I could still walk properly.
You look pretty good to me.
Stop it.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry about how things worked out.
Or didn't.
Or didn't, right.
Do you think you made a mistake leaving?
My mum tells me it's never too late to change things. To put things right.
Funny. It's just what she said to me the other day. I have been wondering what she meant by that.
That's embarrassing. Sorry.
Maybe I should go.
Why?
Stephen, we're both married. I don't think this is a good idea.
What isn't? We're just two old friends having a drink, that's all.
Je vais en profiter pour les pieds un coup.
pressure in my eyes again. I can't move my legs, can't feel my face. When I collapsed, the light was waiting for me there. Caught me, lowered me here. Now it's pooling around my feet, watching me. The printers are spewing out page after page of zeros. It's frightened, too. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. I'll look after you. It's alone. It's scared. Oh, it's traveled so far. It's okay. I can help you. We can be together now. 10 seconds to signal fusion. We can be together. 3 seconds. 2.
Ok, donc je suis arrivé de là.
What do you want me to say? You knew what you were getting into.
Really?
Well, I'm sorry we don't measure up to your exacting standards, Dr. Collins. Maybe you just need to give us ordinary humans a break.
What? Ordinary humans like Lizzie Graves? Did you really think that I wouldn't find out? Frank told me. Or did you forget there's one person in this shithole who actually talks to me?
Kate, it was just a drink.
Don't bother, Stephen!
Oh, for Christ's sake. Kate, slow down.
You were engaged to her, Stephen. You nearly married her.
Oh, come on, it was just a drink.
Then why the hell did you lie to me about it?
Because I knew you'd be mad and then it would end up in a row. You wanted to focus on the event tonight.
Oh, so you were actually doing me a favor. Wow, I guess I just forgot to say thank you. Do not treat me like I'm an idiot.
You're overreacting. I know you're stressed.
Just don't. You keep away from me tonight. I'm not gonna let you ruin this for me.
Kate. Kate, come on, this is crazy.
Des trucs.
Jesus, man, what have you done to your face?
It's nothing. You collecting feed? Looks like the supplies haven't been coming in.
Huh. Again?
The phones are all strange. I can't pinpoint the logic of transmission.
You what? What are you doing with that paint?
Means the EMC are actually moving at the proper speed. Listen, Frank. Have you heard anything on the radio about a flu outbreak?
Doesn't seem much like flu to me.
They're shutting down access to the valley to try and isolate it. No, something about the phones. I can't put my finger on it quite yet.
What are you talking about? Hey, I'm still talking to you. Where are you going?
je fais le tour, je fais le tour.
Hello? Hello, is there anyone there? Can anyone hear me? Clive? Clive, it's Stephen Appleton. Are you there? Can you hear me? Over. Come on, Clive, where are you? Hello?
Ah mince.
Hello, is there anyone there? Can anyone hear me? Clive? Clive, it's Stephen Appleton. Are you there? Can you hear me? Over. Come on, Clive, where are you? Damn it! Kate, it's Stephen. Come in Tower 6. Kate, are you there? Kate? Anyone, hello? Can anyone hear me? This is Dr. Stephen Appleton broadcasting from within the quarantine zone. Can anybody hear me? Over. Oh, God, no. No. Fucking hell, no!
Ça a changé là. Radio.
This is Catherine Collins, recording for posterity. It's all over. I don't know how long I've got. Whatever he did, whatever the planes were carrying, it's burning my lungs. Probably some kind of nerve agent. I suspect it's only exposure to the pattern that has kept me alive this long. I'm making my way to Tower 6. I'm going to fuse the signals from the optical array. I just hope I can make it.
Rien par là. Voilà non plus.
They closed the tunnel.
There's no trains. I've put up a sign.
The tunnel, Howard. Is it closed?
I think so. I don't like it. It's not right at all.
Stop whining. It doesn't help anyone. Did you know you're bleeding?
Oh, this headache is just killing me. I haven't had a nosebleed like this since I was a kid.
But you've not been to the village?
No, I've been here the last couple of days, or at home. I've only spoken to Clive at the EMC on the phone. Well, tried to anyway, but with all the crossed lines...
But no direct contact with any other people?
No, no one. What are you talking about? What's going on?
It's the pattern. It's adapted again. It doesn't need direct contact to transfer. It's using the phones.
What do you mean, direct contact? Stephen!
I've never seen it.
They do, though.
You're overreacting.
Stephen, they stare at me. Yesterday I went into the village and this old woman just stopped in the middle of the street and stared at me like I had two heads.
Oh, don't be so melodramatic.
I'm like a walking freak show. Oh, this place, it's so insular. I just don't understand how you grew up here.
Well, I was very different then. And they're not so bad, really.
That's easy for you to say.
Just give it a bloody chance, Kate. This was the deal. A year here, and we could be in with a real shot at Lucia.
Stephen!
Oh, Christ, it's Lantham.
Stephen Appleton, I thought it was you. What's all this about a Yank wife? Oh. Hello.
Two heads, Stephen. Hi, I'm Kate.
Sur lui, un peu, oui. Non. 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 Là, maintenant, tu me dis que je suis là. Je vais aller par là-bas après. Enterrer les trucs dans la gare.
Darling Stephen, I don't know if you'll ever listen to this. Maybe you've decided to stay with Kate, and I can't blame you for that. But I can't wait for you either. I've got to think about the baby. And, well, I should have left a long time ago. I've run out of excuses for not leaving now. But I do love you, Stephen. And I hope you find peace one way or another. Oh, there's planes coming.
Oui, donc je peux monter, ouais. Ça, j'ai vu. Il y a une barrette par là-bas, il n'y a rien d'autre par ici.
Repeating over and over to myself in the dark, eating cold food from a can with my fingers. My name is Catherine Collins. I am Catherine Collins. As if I can force the world to acknowledge my existence. Time has ceased to exist in any real terms. I'm reduced to marking out the days on the walls. Like a cave woman.
Station Master's house, Howard Lantham speaking.
Howard, it's Clive. Clive Smith. I need you to listen to me and not ask questions or interrupt. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can. But why are you calling?
The Emergency Measures Committee is imposing a quarantine around the valley. We've got an influenza outbreak in the village. We're suspending rail services, and we're also going to be shutting down the roads for a bit. You're going to be dealing with some anxious people, Howard, so you need to explain it's all under control, and we'll be back to normal in a few days.
All right?
Open up the emergency store. There's posters and boards, along with a bunch of stuff that hasn't been used since the war. Grab anything you think might be useful. I need you to close up any unoccupied buildings, put posters up, that sort of thing. Make sure everything is all squared away and shipshape. You are a military man, I'm sure you understand that. Everyone doing their bit, following their orders. All right?
All right, I think.
Good man. I knew we could count on you.
Ah, Jesus, mate. hell was that?
Et oui. h 07, toujours la même heure. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé à 6h07? Je crois qu'il a été malade aussi, cher les gars. Passionné. J'ai pas par contre l'impression que les développeurs du jeu soient des passionnés de train. Là on est en train de regarder un wagon qui se promène tout seul sans loco. C'est pas très sérieux. C'est fantomatique je dirais. Entre ça et les aiguillages foirés. Ah, il part de l'autre côté. Moi j'attends, on a trouvé qu'il décroche à ce moment-là. Soyons patients, ça va pas longtemps dans le moment. Quand tu veux. Ah bah on peut l'arrêter. Ah ok, il y a même de la lumière. H7, encore une fois. J'ai tout fait là, ouais. De ce côté. Je suis pas venu. Non, je suis pas venu ici. Ça ressemble, mais... Putain, j'ai un doute. Là.
Appleton! What are you doing here? You thieving bastard. I knew it was you. Listen, take everything you need. But then you have to leave. You don't understand. You can't be near me. Painting these stupid little pictures. Stealing food. You always were a little prick. Please, every second we're in proximity makes it worse. I'm a primary conduit. You're a fucking disgrace. Come here! Don't touch me! Get off!
What's going on?
Come in here! Lord,
Jesus,
get over
Sam!
us. Thinking you're so much better
Sam,
than the
leave
rest of
him.
us. No physical
You
contact.
and your
Stupid fucking missus.
stop
She's
it.
better than any of you. Sam?
Lizzie,
Meg, please.
don't come near me.
Meg!
Charlie!
Meg, wait!
Don't touch me!
Meg, please, you have to understand, it was an accident! Get off her!
Let go, let's just go.
Charlie, you have to understand, it was an accident.
Just leave him. Leave him.
What have you done, Appleton, you bastard?
Come on, Charlie, let's just
Meg,
get
Charlie,
out of here.
please!
Ça arrange pas cette histoire. Ok. Il faut que je me glisse dans un petit coin, ça sert à rien. Oh. Ah ouais.
You're a daft old bird walking all the way out here for it. You know Charlie would have dropped it off.
What, and have that stinking great lorry of his poisoning my birds? He shouldn't be driving it on these lanes. It's a hazard.
I think he was hoping he could have a word with you about Frank.
There's nothing to say.
Oh, listen, Wendy, they might all be scared of you, but that's not going to work with me. You're 68 years old. Grow up. Talk to Frank.
How dare you speak to me like that? Give me my bird feeder right now.
Promise me you'll drop by and see your brother.
Megan Holloway,
Not a chance. Promise me. It's for your own good, and you know it.
You are a shamelessly manipulative and difficult woman. It's no wonder Charlie adores you so much.
No wonder I do what?
No wonder you never finish what you start. I thought I told you to check the incoming stock orders. Wendy, one bird feeder for you. I'll tell Frank you'll stop by.
Oh!
Charlie, stop mooning around and stick the kettle on. Make yourself useful.
J'ai vu ici. Ah si, je suis venu ici.
Hello? Hello, is there anyone?
Ok. Et là, est-ce que je suis allé là? C'est probable. Ah oui, c'est le peuple. Bien. Ouais. Pas évident. Où est-ce que je suis? Où est-ce que je passer à ici en fait. Là, vite. Voilà, peut-être. Ah non, là c'est la gare. Ouais, je suis arrivé comme ça. Voilà. Je crois que je me suis perdu. Là, je reviens sur mes pas. Alors, c'est du côté. J'ai l'impression de tourner en rond. J'ai l'impression que je tourne en rond. Je suis remonté là. Il n'y a pas d'inventaire, hein, je crois, en fait. C'est pas une map. Tu peux transporter. Ah, c'est le... Oh, bah je continue sur la route. Oh, allez. Pour monter les câbles électriques, peut-être. Essayons. Ah oui, non, la route est fermée ici. Et là, je me trouve à la gare. Oh, putain, je tourne en rond. Où est-ce qu'elle était cette route? ça être par là. Ça devrait être par là. Alors, tout à l'heure j'étais là, et là je suis là. Juste bon, on va continuer par là. Ah, peut-être que c'est enfin le bon chemin. Oui, je ne suis pas allé ici. Ah, il y a encore une rive.
It's all over the valley. Don't you get that? This isn't some abstract thing. Whatever came down into the tower has got out. They've quarantined the whole valley.
It's right here in the observatory.
It's out in the world. It's adapting and spreading. Do you understand?
No, we can't turn it away. It's come too far.
Okay, people are disappearing. Shut it down now.
No! If you won't help me, I'll do it on my own. I'm gonna route all the power back through Tower 6.
Kate!
Wait. It's trying to break through again.
Wait!
Putain de tension. On va aller plus vite. Je me disais que je connaissais cet endroit. Ah oui, je peux pas l'ouvrir normalement. Ah oui, c'était ça. Ok. On se croirait dans notre Dark Souls. Est-ce que je dois aller où maintenant? Je sais pas, j'ai vu le moulin là-bas.
There you go.
Oh, thanks, Frank. That should get it out of the way. I don't know what happened. It just died on me.
Give it another go.
Oh, I only just put petrol in it as well. Robert's taken the other car into town. I wish he'd get back. He promised me that he'd be back this morning.
You think he's off on another bender?
Oh, I can't police him all the time, Frank. He's not a child.
What's going on, Lizzie?
Nothing.
You're seeing Stephen again, aren't you? You two can't keep pithering on like this. If Robert hasn't already worked it out, he soon will.
Oh, not if he carries on drinking the way he is. Shit. Pardon my French, but bloody shitting thing, why won't it start?
Come on, I'll give you a lift.
Oh non! C'est quoi ce délire? Je sais pas où je vais aller, je suis bloqué. Ouais, c'est pas par là, faut que je revienne. C'est obligé, c'est pas par là. Attends, je comprends pas. Il y a quelque chose que j'ai raté là. Je m'en fous comme un con. Je reviens au début, c'est pas ça, c'est pas ça, c'est pas ça, c'est pas ça, c'est pas ça.
all over.
Tu as mis le téléphone, là? Ok. Comment j'y accède? Qu'est-ce que j'ai raté? Ah. Ok. Alors, je crois que je vais rater pour aujourd'hui. Ok. Bon. Là, je vais m'arrêter là. Je vais reprendre demain.